Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of all ages, welcome back to Aussieverse, where tonight we are going over Deadpool and Wolverine review live. That's right, it is the biggest hit of the year, at least in this guy's opinion. This is the Marvel comeback. As Deadpool said, he is the Marvel Jesus, and by God, is he right. This movie was absolutely fantastic, and don't you worry, this will be spoiler free for all those people that have not been able to see it yet, because the movie has only been out for about 24 hours, some places 48, but if you haven't seen it yet, what the hell is wrong with you? Go out and see this absolute freaking masterpiece. This is an absolute love letter to all of those old Fox Marvel movies, as well as giving absolute shit to Marvel themselves, which is actually really, really surprising. We all knew that Ryan Reynolds had it in him. We all knew that Ryan Reynolds had the chutzpah to be able to put in jokes that were a little bit controversial. But how did Disney and the big head honchos allow him to write such material that really just craps all over Disney and all over Marvel? What am I talking about? Well, it's a little hard to say without giving away spoilers, but let's just say that everybody knows that Marvel has been on a trajectory of going down. Why? Because Disney forced them to put out more content with Disney Plus, and therefore more content means, just like bubblegum, it gets stretched and stretched and stretched until it is no good no more, and the content just absolutely dips. The real reason behind that dipping, though, is because Kevin Feige, the real Marvel Jesus, could only spread himself so much, and he had to give a lot of the work, a lot of the overseeing to other people, and therefore he wasn't actually around to do much. I'm talking about She-Hulk. I'm talking about Moon Knight. I'm talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier, and all of this stuff that has come out in the last 2 years or so. Now, don't get me wrong. Personally, I've actually enjoyed all that stuff. However, the most people have not, and that's fine. I get it. I really, really do. But what does Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool do? He makes it known in this film. He turns around basically without revealing the jokes that he says, because you get a kick out of hearing them for the first time. But he basically puts it in your face in this movie and says, "We all know that the last couple of years of Marvel have been crap, and now it is on the rise, baby." Not only that, but I got told that the executives at Disney even had to be told what pegging was because that was a joke, as you saw in the trailer, that Ryan Reynolds made. And once they got told what pegging was, Disney still kept that joke in there. So good on you, Disney. Not only does this open the doors for more R-rated content in Marvel, which is fantastic, because even though a lot of us do love the humor, I got to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I want some R-rated stuff. I'm talking Punisher. I'm talking Ghost Rider. I'm talking real freaking R-rated. The next R-rated movie that is meant to be coming out of Marvel is Blade. So let's hope that they stick the landing with that one. But back to Deadpool and Wolverine. So the real life jokes, man, they do not pull any punches in this thing. I am telling you, they even make cracks at Hugh Jackman's recent divorce. They make cracks at The Greatest Showman and Hugh Jackman being able to dance and sing as well as be this real tough Wolverine. They give shit to absolutely everything, and they do not hold back. Not only that, but it's also a bit of a love letter to the what if movies that we thought would be made one day but never were, just by the certain comments and stuff that was said in the movie. So the one I think, I don't know if you'd call it a negative, but I'm very, very curious to hear what people's thoughts are on this movie that are not comic book fans, people that may not have even seen the old Fox movies, people that aren't in the know of all the rumors and stuff that's been circulating for the last 10, 15 years. Because I honestly feel like that if you're not into all of that, a lot of this movie is just going to go fing bang over your head. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure you'll still enjoy the movie. Obviously you will. But so much of this movie relies on not only watching all of those X-Men movies, those Fantastic Four movies, and other Fox Marvel properties, but it's also so much of the stuff that nobody ever saw on camera and you had to read a lot. So yeah, I would love to hear people's opinions on this movie that are not into all of that world like a lot of us are, because I'd like to see if they actually enjoyed it as much as me. $350 million projected weekend opening. Oh, baby, that is huge. This movie, I guarantee you, is going to get to $1 billion. Some people are saying it's going to get to 2, but I don't think so. That's a bit of a stretch. Has any movie ever made it to $2 billion? I don't think so. But $1 billion, yeah, that is definitely for sure. What else have I got here? The fight scenes in this movie are spectacular. Absolutely amazing. We have wanted Wolverine to fight like Wolverine for years. And we've gotten close, but we have not seen Wolverine fight like this before, baby. I'm telling you, it is so freaking cool. It is so cool. My favorite fight scene in any Marvel movie before has been the Captain America Winter Soldier in the lift scene. That was an epic battle. Not in the movies, but on TV, the best fight scenes have been in Daredevil, the Netflix series, season 1, and this is like the next level. It's so good. There is a post-credit scene, so stick around for that. If you needed me to tell you that, what the hell is wrong with you? Why do I mention that? Because no matter how many years Marvel are around, you still have people walking out of the damn cinema before the credit scene. What is wrong with you? Are you born yesterday? Do you not know by now that there are scenes after the credits? Come on, people, wake up! SDCC, SCD, San Diego Comic-Con is this weekend, so we are going to be getting a whole bunch of Marvel news this weekend. Why? Because they skipped it last year, and we all know that Hall H is where they do all of the huge announcements. Now, why is this one exciting? I tell you why. It's because, as I mentioned, the last few years of Marvel have been kind of crap. Marvel know this. They are aware of this. This is why they have totally changed their trajectory on what they're going to be doing in the next few years. This is why they have said Deadpool is the only Marvel movie to be coming out this year. And that's why moving forward, for now, Marvel will only be releasing 2 or 3, I think, movies a year and 1 or 2 TV shows a year, which is great because we want quality over quantity. Right? No, I want as much as we can possibly get. I'm in the minority, I know, but I've enjoyed stuff. I want more, but I do get the logic behind it. That is completely understandable. Let's see here. I can't mention that one that I wrote down. That's a little bit of a spoiler. One thing is one question that I've got is, as people who have seen the trailers know, there are past villains from other Marvel movies in this movie. Now, one question that I've got is why were some of them recast? I don't know. I would really like to know the answer to that. For example, in the original Punisher movie, Kevin Nash, Big Sexy, the wrestler, was the baddie with the red and white striped shirt, and he was just called, I think he was cast as like the Big Swede or something like that. Why did they recast Kevin Nash? Did Kevin Nash not want to do it? Is Kevin Nash too old? Did Marvel not have his phone number? Who knows? But that wasn't the only villain that was recast. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but just a question that I had. One thing that stood out for me in this film as well is Cassandra Nova, the twin sister of Charles Xavier. Boy, oh boy, when they want to do a special effect these days, they always have to do them differently, right? 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 So when you have the Flash running, you have to make it different from when Quicksilver is running, because everything needs to be different and separate, right? So when you have psychics now and they've got the boom, 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 boom sort of effect coming out of their head, we've seen that before, right? So you have to make it different. So they do something in this movie as well that it's a really great effect, where when Cassandra wants to enter somebody's mind, it is really original. It is a great special effect, and I am all for it, baby. It is so, so good. And I want to, I can't wait to see some memes with what they do with her mind powers, because that's going to be some funny stuff. I think that's all I've written down here. Yeah, man. Okay, go see Deadpool and Wolverine. If you haven't seen it by now, you're nuts. I don't see movies more than once, but I really want to go see this again. It was just too good, man. I was let down with a couple of little things, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm a greedy Marvel fanboy. That's why. I should have walked out of that cinema feeling like I had the best meal of my life. And don't get me wrong, I was smiling from ear to ear throughout the whole thing. Loved it. But I am so, so greedy with my Marvel expectations and expectations, that I expected a couple of things that didn't happen. So really, the joke's on me. Okay, calm your I should calm my expectations. Okay, so yeah, go see Deadpool and Wolverine, ladies and gentlemen. Go see it. It is absolutely fantastic. You know, if you have lost faith in Marvel, let this reinvigorate you. That is all I've got to say right now. Please join us tonight when we go over the pre-orders of the week. That is the comics that you need to pre-order by this Sunday. Otherwise, it's too late. We have myself. We have Single Issue Steve. We have Sharif. We have Aaron Mack. We have Nick May. And we also have Sloppy Bunny Tunes himself, Alex Major. It is a full house. It is the longest episode that we have ever had. But hey, things are fun, and we want to make them fun. Aussieverse always is for life. Catch you next time.